Hello, here we are again with another video from the Collapse EP, which this time is First 44, the second track on the Collapse EP. And if you're watching my videos, you know I never say subscribe and all that crap. I never say that. I hate that stuff. Alright, so on to the track. Actually, before I start the track, this one is quite a drum orientated track, so there's not loads to talk about in the notes and chords and stuff, so concentrate more on the percussive elements of this one. So more things like the rhythmical structures and stuff. There's so many sounds as well. It's the kind of a cliche, but it's like Aphex is kind of a sound scientist, the way he's able to work with so many different kinds of sounds, and no two bars are the same. As this huge amount of programming this, so that's the kind of stuff we'll take a look at. So actually, this, I don't usually refer to reviews very much because why would you? But I did look up the review of this one, the Collapse EP by Philip Sherburne, who is a great writer. I do enjoy to read Philip's emails, which are called Futurism Restated. His newsletter is called Futurism Restated, and it's very good, and he gives reviews and recommendations and stuff, and very wide range of music, from techno to really crazy out there stuff. Callie Malone is really well known, but I think he interviewed her, and just anyway, he's really good to follow, and I like what he says. And what he says about the Collapse EP, he says First 44 is by far the best thing here. It's also the simplest straight up drum track, and this is a good review, by the way. He's saying that it's a really good, it's a great review actually. He's kind of giving the background and the context and where this comes, and I'd forgotten all about computer controlled acoustic instruments, which I love. Orphan DJ Selleck, which I haven't even really, I've listened to a couple times. I've got that one. And Cheetah EP, which I've talked about. And then he talks about this track, First 44, the best thing here, simplest straight up drum track, practically a DJ tool. Yes, and now next time I'm DJing, hopefully this summer in a party in the west of Ireland, I'm definitely going to play this track. Anyway, let's start. So there's a lot of sounds happening here, and this is like a intro to the track. It just immediately makes me think, you know, some tracks, they just start with something and then that continues throughout the track. But this kind of track, not at all. So while you're hearing the bass drum sounds, and then you're hearing some other percussive sounds which don't last that long actually in the track. So it's very much like this is the intro to the track. And rhythmically, I think it's 4-bar pattern. So let's try and hear it. 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 2 3 4 3 2 3 4 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1. Things change on the 4-bar mark. Here we go. 3 4. With that mad voice comes in. The bass, big booming basses are off the beat. Boom. But the pattern keeps changing. 3 4. Mad claps there. Mad, this time is a really crazy off-kilter rhythm. 1. Then on this one, the claps start being on the beat. 4. There. 1 2 3 4. Big change coming here. Bass drops out. 4 2 3 4 1 2. This time the synths come in. Beautiful, this section. 4th bar and then 1 2, 3. Really lovely synth those. Two, 3, 4, 1. I was a bit out with the count. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, I'll stop it there. So I think we had the intro into the first main section of the track when the synths came in, and then just towards the end of that section, some different synths came in. But the beats were constantly changing throughout that 2 minutes. And the one thing this kind of makes me think is that, like, a track like this, if I think about how much work I put into an average track, even a track that took me literally years to make. Well, you know, a track sometimes takes years to make because I do like 10 minutes on it here, 10 minutes on it there, so it doesn't get finished for years. But this kind of track just sounds like, I don't know, Aphex and Square Pusher have this thing with putting an insane amount of details into the track. The programming, like, I don't know if this was programmed on a Circlon or what, but it sounds like drum machines are being triggered and the patterns are not staying the same. So it's very, very long sequences that are constantly changing. You know, like, it's goes against the nature of the loop-based electronic music, where we just set up a loop and we let it run. But this is like, the loop is not running. The loop, it changes. Is that how, actually, now that I think about that, the way the Circlon works is you create scenes and you can make each scene run as many loops as you want. But maybe how Aphex does his tracks is he creates them out of scenes that never loop. Maybe that's it. I should try that. But think of how long that would take. Like, this is a 6 minute, 9 second long track. So, you know, it takes me... Yesterday I did a track, just a 1 minute for a jam, and I did sequences on the Circlon, and it was like 1 minute, but I had, I think, 4 scenes in it that were changing, or 3 scenes, so each one was looping around. So 4 scenes, 8 bars each, so there's 32 bars of information, but they were each looping around multiple times to make the track 1 minute long. So, well, if say the track was 150 BPM, so few repetitions each. But yes, actually, this is great. I love doing these videos. It gives me ideas. I'm going to try and do, the next time I do a track, there'll be no loops in it. I'll just do scenes with no loops and 8 bars changing. Well, this one sounds like 4 bars changing to me, but maybe it's 8, who knows. Okay, so we got into this like middle section of the track now. Where's the 1? Got the claps, got the kicks. Different kind of kick. There's about like 10 different kick drums in this track. Goes into a lot more snares, and then we're on the 1. Clear 4-bar structure here. The chord pad. It's a 4-bar pattern, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1. Into another section with just beats. Back to the 808s on the bass drum. Really need to hear this with a good sub. 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, either I lost count somewhere there or that synth came in halfway through a 4 bar. Not sure which. But anyway, now we're into the next section. So we kind of have an intro, and then the first section moves into the second section, and then the next section is like a kind of breakdown with just beats again, moving in then to the fourth section of the track with this new melody. One. The Aphex synth lines. 1, 2. Oh yeah, I love this bit. See how it just kind of seamlessly segues into something else. So it's beautiful when everything drops out, just the synths, and then you hear the 808 kick drum going boom, 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 boom on the dotted quarter notes. One. Oh yeah, I skipped a bit. This bit. Yeah, this bit. Four, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 1. Scratching. One, I'd say he just recorded his turntable scratches in there, because like apart from being great at everything else, it's also a great turntablist. That was a funny noise. Screams coming in. Richard's voice, maybe, probably. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I messed it up there. The track seems to reference a lot of drum and bassy things, although the tempo of the track I haven't worked out before, but it's actually, yeah, the tempo is close enough to 150, around 150 BPM, so it's not like up in the drum and bass tempos. You could mix it with like a really fast techno track, which would be interesting. But the programming and the way the beats change so much, it's like very cut up drum and bass, but it's all, everything is programmed, which not many people really make that work. I don't know many examples of that apart from Square Pusher, who does that too, but he tends to use a lot of loops cut up. I don't hear loops in this, just individual drum sounds being triggered. Just nasty, mean, just incredible programming. And yet another bass drum, or the same 808 kick, but through a lot of more kind of processing or whatever, because it's like really nice and distorted there. No 2 bars the same, changes every single time. And it moves into this last section of the track, which is more sound design. With really nice effects. I do wonder if it's one of these tracks like on Syro, where it was all recorded live, being triggered, everything being triggered, and just recorded to track with all the effects and everything, or was there some post-production? Probably the first. Which it's like a performance of machines that you're hearing. Imagine being there in the studio and hearing that live, machines making this track live. That would be incredible. So that's the track, and that's my thoughts about it. Hope it was useful or interesting, or neither. Goodbye.